January 20th, 2021, a date etched in history. It was a day that would be remembered for generations to come, a day when the United States took a significant step forward in its journey towards equality and representation. Kamala Harris, daughter of immigrants, a woman of color, took her oath. With her hand on the Bible, she swore to uphold the Constitution, marking a momentous occasion not just for her but for millions who saw themselves reflected in her. She became the first female vice president of the United States. This was a groundbreaking achievement, shattering a glass ceiling that had stood for over 2 centuries. Her ascent to this high office was a testament to the progress that had been made and a beacon of hope for what was yet to come. The weight of expectation was immense. People from all walks of life looked to her with hope and anticipation, believing that she could bring about the change they so desperately needed. Could she deliver on the promise of change and progress? This was the question on everyone's mind. Harris's supporters saw a beacon of hope. They believed in her vision and her ability to lead the nation towards a brighter future. She represented a break from the past, a champion for the marginalized. Her presence in the White House was a powerful symbol of inclusivity and equality. She stood for those who had long been overlooked and underrepresented. Her voice resonated with those yearning for a more inclusive America. The energy was palpable. People were inspired by her words and her commitment to justice and equality. They believed that she could help create a society where everyone had a fair chance to succeed. A new era had begun. The sense of optimism was overwhelming, but the road ahead was never going to be easy. The challenges were many and the stakes were high. The challenges facing the Biden-Harris administration were daunting. They inherited a nation in turmoil, grappling with multiple crises that required immediate and decisive action. A global pandemic, economic uncertainty, and deep societal divisions demanded immediate attention. The COVID-19 pandemic had wreaked havoc on the nation's health and economy, leaving millions struggling to make ends meet. Harris, thrust into the spotlight, had to prove herself. She had to show that she was not just a symbol, but a capable leader who could navigate the complexities of governance and deliver on her promises. The journey ahead was fraught with obstacles, but Kamala Harris was no stranger to adversity. Her entire career had been a testament to her resilience and determination. From her early days as a prosecutor to her tenure as a senator, she had consistently demonstrated her ability to rise to the occasion. As vice president, she would have to draw on all her experience and strength to meet the challenges head-on. The nation was watching, and the world was watching. The hopes of millions rested on her shoulders, and she was ready to carry that weight. The story of Kamala Harris is not just the story of one woman, but the story of a nation striving to live up to its ideals. It is a story of progress, of breaking barriers, and of the relentless pursuit of a more just and equitable society. As she took the oath on that historic day, Kamala Harris embodied the promise of a better future. And while the road ahead would be long and difficult, there was no doubt that she was prepared to lead the way. Whispers started as murmurs, then grew into a chorus. All was not well within the vice president's office. Staff turnover became a source of constant speculation. Rumors of dysfunction and a demanding work environment plagued Harris. Some pointed to the immense pressure of the role, others questioned Harris's leadership style. Was she too focused on the big picture, neglecting the day-to-day management of her team? The vice president's office, a place meant to be a hub of strategic planning and execution, seemed to be in a state of disarray. Reports of high staff turnover and internal conflicts began to surface, painting a picture of a tumultuous work environment. The media quickly picked up on these stories, amplifying the narrative of a chaotic office. The pressure of the role was immense, and some insiders suggested that Harris's leadership style might be contributing to the unrest. Was she too focused on long-term goals, overlooking the immediate needs of her team? Or was the issue rooted in the high expectations placed upon her, both by herself and by the public? The whispers persisted, casting a shadow over her tenure. Critics seized on these reports, using them to fuel a narrative of incompetence. They questioned her ability to handle the pressures of the presidency. Supporters countered, arguing that these were simply growing pains, typical of any new administration. The truth, as always, likely lay somewhere in between. The ongoing speculation created a challenging environment for Harris, as every decision she made was scrutinized. Political commentators debated her every move, with some arguing that she was being unfairly targeted due to her position as the first female vice president. Her supporters rallied behind her, holding signs and attending rallies to show their unwavering support. They believed that the criticisms were exaggerated and that Harris was more than capable of rising to the occasion. The reality was complex, and the situation within the vice president's office was likely a mix of both valid concerns and overblown rumors. As Harris continued to navigate her role, the balance between addressing internal issues and maintaining public confidence remained a delicate one. The story of her tenure was still being written, and only time would reveal the true impact of these early challenges. The situation at the southern border reached a boiling point. Images of overcrowded facilities and desperate migrants dominated the news cycle. Republicans pointed fingers, blaming the Biden-Harris administration for a perceived lack of control. Harris, tasked with addressing the root causes of migration, faced a firestorm of criticism. Her trips to Central America were met with skepticism. Her message, focused on long-term solutions, failed to resonate with those demanding immediate action. The border crisis became a political weapon used to bludgeon the administration. Harris, once seen as a strong communicator, struggled to control the narrative. Her approval ratings dipped, reflecting the public's growing unease. As the year progressed, a troubling trend emerged. Kamala Harris, once a rising star, seemed to be losing her luster. Polls showed a decline in her favorability ratings. The media, once enamored, grew increasingly critical. Some argued that Harris lacked a clear message, a defining purpose beyond her role as vice president. Others pointed to her sometimes stilted public appearances, lacking the charisma and authenticity she had displayed on the campaign trail. The reasons for this perceived disconnect were complex. The challenges facing the administration were immense, overshadowing any individual achievements. The political climate, increasingly polarized, made it difficult to build consensus or connect with voters across the aisle. As 2024 approached, the question loomed large. Would Joe Biden seek re-election? And if not, would Kamala Harris be the heir apparent? Within the Democratic Party, a sense of unease prevailed. Doubts lingered about Harris's ability to win a national election. Her performance as vice president had been met with mixed reviews. Some worried that she lacked the political instincts and experience necessary to navigate a brutal presidential campaign. Others argued that she remained the best hope for the party. They pointed to her historic candidacy, her commitment to progressive values, and her ability to energize a diverse coalition of voters. The debate raged on, exposing deep divisions within the Democratic ranks. Kamala Harris stands at a crossroads. Her journey to this point has been nothing short of remarkable, marked by groundbreaking achievements and historic firsts. As the first female, first Black, and first South Asian Vice President of the United States, she has shattered numerous glass ceilings. The promise of her historic vice presidency has been tempered by the harsh realities of governing in a deeply divided nation. The political landscape is fraught with challenges, from navigating partisan gridlock to addressing the pressing issues of our time, such as healthcare, climate change, and social justice. The challenges she faces are formidable, but so too are the opportunities. Each day presents a new chance to make a difference, to advocate for the marginalized, and to push forward policies that could transform the nation. Her role demands resilience, strategic thinking, and an unwavering commitment to the values she holds dear. Will she rise to the occasion, finding her voice and cementing her legacy as a transformative leader? The potential for greatness is within her grasp, but it requires navigating a complex web of political dynamics and public expectations. Her ability to inspire and mobilize people will be crucial in this endeavor. Or will she succumb to the pressures of the office, her political ambitions dashed against the rocks of partisan gridlock and public disillusionment? The weight of the office is immense, and the scrutiny is relentless. Every decision, every action is analyzed and critiqued, adding to the pressure. Only time will tell what the future holds for Kamala Harris. The path ahead is uncertain, filled with both potential triumphs and pitfalls. Her ability to adapt, to learn, and to persevere will be tested like never before. But one thing is certain: her journey will continue to captivate the nation and shape the course of American politics for years to come. As she navigates this pivotal moment, the eyes of the world are upon her, watching to see how she will lead and what legacy she will leave behind. Her story is far from over, and its unfolding will be a testament to her strength, vision, and determination.